Hello YouTube, this is My 10,000 here, and well, if you're looking at the screen right now, you realize by not Minecraft. Well, the thing is that I would have a ghost on Minecraft, and I'm not going to episode until. Unfortunately, it turns out everybody I know who tried to be a ghost does not have a real Minecraft account. I seem to be the only in my town Minecraft. Whether that makes me a loser, well, that's it, but so I figured out time showing off my other hobby, 3D modeling. I use a software called Google SketchUp 8. It's pretty amazing. As you can see, this is one of the models I've made recently. It took me like a week to make it, but it was worth it. It's called the Red Fortress. Well, this is the Red Fortress. This over here is the blue one. But, yeah. So, as you can see, there are two octagonal platforms, each with a big fortress on them, and there's a bridge connecting them. I did make all this. It's 100% original. Didn't use 3D Warehouse or anything like that. So I guess I'll just take you on a tour. So this is the front gate to, not now. This is the front gate to the Red Fortress. There's the guard post with the gates in there, and then you can go through this glass wall here, and then you'll arrive inside the dome. You may have glimpsed something. Well, I'll cover that later. But there's a fountain right here. I designed that myself. And then you can go through the triangular front door and enter into, well, the testing chamber. Sort of like Portal. And if you look straight up, which eventually you should be able to, if I just pan enough, you can see that it's a dome, and then it lines up almost perfectly with the big dome on top. Camera. Yeah, the thing about SketchUp is that it's got a complicated sort of camera system, but anyway, walk through here. There's an elevator, lots of windows, and then this is sort of an atrium here. There are balconies, and then there's this big dome over here, and then that leads to another room. More on that in a minute, but as you can see, there's this square right here that's mismatched. That is not a glitch. That is actually a secret tunnel. And when you follow that secret tunnel, you end up in the guard post. Amazing, huh? But, yeah, let's get back to the tour. Now, those catwalks I showed you earlier, those actually lead somewhere. Which would be kind of pointless if they didn't. They actually lead into this room right here. Which, has doors which you can go out into this concourse right here. And, yeah, plan on making this a first-person shooter level, maybe. It's just built that way, I guess. I sort of designed it with scale in mind. But this is the elevator. It's black. But it doesn't work, it's just a 3D model, but you can actually go all the way up it and onto a roof of it. And the roof is wait, hang on, let me just make sure that I'm actually recording something. Okay, good. Just had to make sure, because like for the last couple of times you can highlight stuff in this program. But yeah, there's the roof, and this is the view of the office building from the outside. There's a little balcony over there, and then outside on the walls there are individual little domes here and little catwalks and stuff. But yeah, that's the Red Fortress. I'd cover the Blue Fortress, but it's basically the same exact thing. I'll just give you a brief look at it. It's got balconies, it's got a tower, it's even got a little sort of atrium in here, which I made. Yeah. Also, this video isn't like a 6-part, 30-minute epic docudrama series. I'm just gonna hurry up a bit. Now, you may have glimpsed little bits of wood earlier. And as you can see, you come into another suspicious patch of dirt. Or not dirt, but when you go in there, it's actually a tunnel. And when you follow that tunnel, which you'd have to crawl through it, up, it appears we've reached an obstruction. Oh dear. Well, in the normal level, this wouldn't be there, but instead you'd end up in this room right here, which is actually the inside of a tower. Pretty snazzy, huh? And now there are two holes. One goes straight down, which again, if this was the actual level, you'd actually be falling much faster. There's a little ledge where you can catch yourself, or not. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. That's the thing. But actually, there is no obstruction. Turns out you just fall straight outside of the level. Yeah. You can see the little hole right there. You just keep falling and falling and falling until you hit the kill barrier and die. Pleasant. But, the second hole, which is actually, if you double back on yourself in the tunnel, and you go down these stairs and this ramp, you actually end up in here. You can actually see the tunnel to the security post. That's in there. And then there's this big square open arena, which I'm hoping will be like a sort of secret place where people can go and deathmatch each other secretly. Yeah. Well, anyway, and then there's this hole in the middle right here, which if you follow that straight down, leads to here, which is sort of a secret way of getting between the bases. This is what the tunnel looks like from the inside. You can just walk along, and there are the bridge supports right there, and then there's this little thing, which you can drag yourself up, and then boom, there's an octagonal arena under the blue fortress. Yeah. So as you can see, I've hidden a lot of stuff in this model. That's how you get there. You just... Well, see, the hole for that is up here. In the game, it'd be glass or something, but, anyway, so yeah, this is basically the Red Fortress. I'm gonna pause for just a second, making sure I'm not running over my time frame, but I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Sorry about that, just had to check to see what kind of time I had left, but, anyway, this is my second 3D model. It's called the Iron Fortress, or the Doomsday Dome. It's designed to be sort of a nuclear fallout shelter, thing like that. As you can see, you can start at the gate, where I use 3D text to write stop for inspection, and if you live in Washington or New York or any place with high security, you'd recognize these security barriers that pop up and down. There's a guard post right there when they're controlled. These are the main gates. They're huge and made of concrete. And here the secondary main gates. Yeah, the secondary gates actually into the interior of the dome. I won't go there just yet though. As you can see, there's an outside perimeter with doors, and then you can actually go inside the tower, and there are another door, so you can completely walk around the perimeter. There are guard towers with more doors, and you can patrol the outside with this and stuff. And yeah, so now going inside the main building, I'll actually take a look from the top first. This is the dome. It's made completely of glass, not very practical in the event of a nuclear war, but hang on a minute. This is the sort of loading bay. It's got elevators. There's supposed to be an elevator here, 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 and here, so that the entire top is sort of an elevator. But as you can see, those elevators are currently at different rising and falling places. In the event of a nuclear war, after everyone was safely in the bottom, all the elevators with doors would rise, and act as another shield. And then as you can see, the pistons where the elevators go up and down. And then there are 4 doors leading to the 4 concourses of the shelter. Those would be closed in the event of a disaster too. But just a second. Actually, I think it's best seen from outside now. As you can see, there's this. You go out this passage, and this passage, by the way, is huge. That's the paint tool. You might be able to hear tornado sirens in the background. How ironic. It's 7 meters tall, which a meter is, give or take, about a yard. So it would be 21 feet tall. That's roughly 2 stories. But it's a big passage designed to hold a lot of people. And then there are various buildings and stuff, and there are ramps up to them. And these are like the 4 wings. This would be a greenhouse. This would be, living quarters and recreation areas and stuff like that. So, yeah. This is sort of my futuristic model, and it's all made of concrete. As you can see, the texture, and, yeah, some of them have doors, some of them don't. It's the greenhouse, so it kind of needs a door. But yeah, this is my second 3D model. 3D modeling is a hobby of mine. I use Google SketchUp Pro, but it's expired because I've already used it for more than 8 hours, which says something. I'm not going to buy a Pro license, though, because that's ridiculously expensive. But anyway, so this is a work in progress, really. I just figured I'd give a tour at this stage of the... I might make another video when it's done, but as you can see, it's empty right now. I'm planning on filling it with furnishings from 3D Warehouse and stuff, so it looks sort of like a vault from Fallout. Yeah, this would be a pretty cool vault, if I do say so myself. So yeah, this is my 3D models, and I make them when I'm extremely bored. So when I have time to kill, usually on vacation, I just whip out my laptop and make a 3D model, and this is what happens. And this too. I'm hoping that one day the technology will become available that I can make these into video game levels, because that's also an interest of mine. You gotta admit, this would be a pretty cool place to play Capture the Flag in, because there's just so much area to mess with. But, yeah, so I'd like to thank you for watching, and, please rate, comment, and subscribe to my videos, because, quite frankly, I've only have, like, 4 subscribers, and so I'd really like to just go for 5. That would be really nice, because then I'd have 5 subscribers, and I'd have a nice round number. Yeah, I'm kind of rambling right now. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll make more videos about this topic in the future, and keep your fingers crossed that my friends will buy legitimate Minecraft accounts, and then they can be on my show. Alright, well, till next time, this is MindMindMind 10,000. Goodbye.